What does it mean to create a sense of home far from one's place of origin? For many in the South Asian diaspora in Canada, home is not defined by a single place. It lives in everyday gestures, in language, in food, in tradition, while also adapting to a new context. It is not simply inherited but actively shaped over time. Home becomes a space of continuity and change, of remembering and reimagining. So the South Asian presence in Canada dates back over a century. In 1903, Sikh men from Punjab arrived in British Columbia to work in lumber mills and on the railways. As British subjects, they were legally allowed to travel across the empire, yet their arrival was met with a growing public resistance. By 1907, the population of South Asians in BC had reached over 5,000. Fearing demographic shifts, the Canadian government introduced the Continuous Journey Regulation in 1908. Now, this policy required immigrants to travel to Canada directly from their country of origin, something logistically impossible from India due to lack of direct steamship routes. The Komagata Maru incident in 1914 further underscored these tensions. A Japanese steamship carrying 376 mostly Sikh passengers was held in Vancouver Harbour for 2 months. Only 24 were permitted to land, the rest were turned away. When the ship returned to India, some passengers were arrested or killed. This episode became a defining moment in Canada's immigration history and in the collective memory of South Asian community. Despite early barriers, the community endured and began to grow. In 1911, the first Gurudwara in North America was built in Vancouver. By 1947, South Asians in Canada gained full voting rights, marking a slow but important shift towards inclusion. The landmark Immigration Act of 1967 eliminated race-based quotas, allowing skilled and educated immigrants from across South Asia, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh to enter Canada in greater numbers. What followed was transformation. Temples, mosques, mandirs appeared alongside community centers, newspapers, and youth associations. Professionals, small business owners, students, and families began forming visible, multifaceted communities. By 1990s, South Asian population had become one of Canada's fastest growing groups. Today, over 2.6 million people of South Asian origin, like me, live across Canada, from Brampton to Surrey to Vancouver to Calgary to Montreal. So, right now, the question is, what does home mean now? For some, it's a place where multiple language and value systems coexist. For others, it's a process of bridging cultures, of learning to belong in both familiar and unfamiliar ways. Today, South Asian communities across Canada contribute to a shared civic and cultural landscape while preserving distinct histories and practices. Perhaps home is not a final destination, but rather an ongoing effort, a place we continue to build, shape, and pass forward. And so we ask, how might we create a sense of home that honors where we come from while also embracing where we are right now?